Hi, I'm Mike Freda, North Haven's first selectman, and welcome to our show today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great deal of exciting things that we'd like to share with you today here at North Haven Studios and TV. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce to each of you some of our guests here this afternoon. I'd like to start with two members of our Clean Energy Task Force, Mr. Kenny Foscue and Ms. Sarah Baird, who have done a remarkable job working with us in the town and also the other members of our task force in helping to bring us unique initiatives that have catapulted North Haven to a great deal of success that we'll be sharing with you in a couple of moments. We have two other guests today that we're working very closely with, two great partners for the town of North Haven. We have Brendan Smith with Sunlit Solar. We'll talk a little bit about that as we move through the show. And we have Evan here from the UI. The UI has been a remarkable partner for us, and we have some exciting things that we'd like to share with each and every one of you as we continue to move forward here in North Haven in a positive fashion on some unique energy efficiencies and solutions that we have been able to bring forward. So let me take a couple of moments to start to share with you some of the initiatives that we have brought forward. The town of North Haven, my office, working with members of our Clean Energy Task Force. Many of you driving up Universal Drive will notice that solar panels have emerged from what was once the North Haven landfill. We're happy to report that that solar park represents 0.334 megawatts, and we've established a virtual meter network that is now offsetting the energy costs to the largest energy user in the town of North Haven, and that is our Water Pollution Control Authority. And you see the graphics there. That would be a view coming up from Universal Drive. Our goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to continue to expand that site. We have a very audacious goal of establishing a 1 megawatt facility there. And our goal as we move forward, working with our Clean Energy Task Force, is to expand that site that you see there so that eventually here in North Haven, the largest energy user, the largest facility of energy, the WPCA, can work strictly with offsetting the energy costs through the emergence of 100% solar power. So that has been a unique thing, and since we have moved forward with that, many municipalities now have followed and are looking at sites for solar park landfills. We have many other exciting initiatives that we're bringing forward. In the near future, as you're driving northbound on Elm Street and as you approach the North Haven pool on the right-hand side, you will soon see in the coming weeks an energy charging station for electric cars. This has been funded with money that we're receiving for energy outstanding efficiencies that we've brought forward here in North Haven. Many of you have read over the course of the past several months that we've moved into a performance contract with a Fortune 100 company, Johnson Controls. And over the course of this year, starting back in August through August of 2016, the town is working with Johnson Controls to retrofit and update all of the antiquated energy systems that the town has. And this would include also many buildings within our school system. Boilers are being replaced, energy controls are being installed, valves and vents are being replaced and installed. About $5.9 million worth of enhancements that we will be utilizing Johnson Controls for. All of the infrastructure will be completed by this August. And the savings and the payback of that will be achieved through the dramatic energy reduction savings that we will derive and put those savings into the performance contract to offset the cost of all of that infrastructure. There was absolutely not $1 spent of the town's money up front to install these energy efficiencies and the equipment that's being installed. We are moving forward with another exciting project. In 2 of the past 6 years, we have moved forward with home energy solutions audits, where we've offered the residents home energy audits. Many of us in the town have taken advantage of that. We're very excited with the fact that through the emergence of North Haven as one of the top 5 municipalities in the state in terms of deriving and achieving energy efficiencies, we've been awarded $30,000 And that $30,000 will be utilized to offer our residents in North Haven, the first 300 residents, a free home energy audit where you can derive significant savings by just utilizing the audit and having some of the upgrades that that audit provides. So as we move forward here in North Haven, there's many exciting things. However, we're not satisfied. Our goal is to be the top municipality in the state of Connecticut. We are now in the top 5, achieving Gold Star status. And none of this could be accomplished without the collaborative effort that we have with some of the partners that you see here. And I'm going to start with Kenny Foscue from the Clean Energy Task Force. Kenny and Sarah have been with me right from the beginning with this task force. And Ken, can you share with us some of the initiatives and goals and objectives that you see for us here in North Haven and some of our accomplishments?
Sure, Mike. I do want to reiterate what you said about how far advanced North Haven is. When we started talking about the Solarize campaign, which we'll be talking about a little bit later, we were told that people were itching to come to North Haven because they knew how much progress we made. And I want to thank you for your leadership. It's really been great. Anyway, the North Haven Clean Energy Task Force started in 2007, and it was part of the town's effort to, as we signed on to the Clean Energy Communities Program, which means the town committed to, at that point, to use at least 20% clean energy renewable sources by 2018, and since that time we've signed on to 30%, so we're moving right along. And we're all volunteers. We've worked really hard, I think. We're not energy experts, but we've been able to pull in with Mike a number of really good folks, and we'll be talking about that today. Just a few some of the major goals, and I think I could kind of speak for most of us on task force about why we do this and why this is so exciting. I think Mike really laid out the great reasoning around saving money. This is a great opportunity to save money as we move toward energy efficiency and also clean energy, renewable sources, not non-renewable sources. Renewable sources are wind, solar, water power, and other things that are coming to the fore. So one major goal is to save money for the town, and we've, especially with this Johnson Controls project, that's going to save the town over and over down through the years. So this is not just a one-time thing. Now, I'm a public health person, and I'm also very interested, and a major driver of this is climate change. That's why the state set up this program. And as a public health person, I'm very concerned about the more and more mosquito-borne illnesses like Zika and dengue fever, which is now in the United States, and to some extent possibly even West Nile. You've heard a lot about that. As the climate heats up, we're going to be more affected by that. So from a public health viewpoint, this is great what we're doing. But what has really kind of captured my attention, and I'm, like I said, I'm a public health person, I'm not a business person, but I've gotten real excited, and I think other people on our team have gotten excited about the implications for economic development by growing a clean energy economy. And so it's kind of like we're going to be able to turn lemons into lemonade, so to speak, because we got this problem, but we have a solution that can really build our economy, and there's more and more evidence of that. And just a couple of quick things, and I'll let Sarah carry on. Right now, we were told the other day that there's over 1,900 solar workers in Connecticut now. And if you ride down the highways, I see this every day as I go to Hartford, lots and lots of trucks. And Sunlight Solar is one of the great companies here. There's also, I think there's, I heard that there's over 80 solar companies. And then there's all the companies that are doing the HES campaign, the energy auditing. So, and then again, of course, the environmental implications of this. So I'll let you wanted to say something about that too.
Thanks, Kenny. Well, I wanted to say, first of all, that being a resident of North Haven is a privilege, and I really do appreciate your leadership, Mike. And I would encourage people, if you're interested, to join the task force. We have some great team members. We work we work very well together with the town to try to further the efficiency, energy efficiency, and also clean energy usage in town, and also to raise awareness among town members and among children at the schools about why this is important and how to make our town cleaner and greener. It's a great group. We are always looking for new members. And I wanted to speak also as a resident about what it's like to have a home energy solution audit. It's really an interesting thing to have done in your home. You are able to find out where the leaks in your homes are. They help caulk things, and we've saved at my house. My husband and 3 children and I have saved quite a lot of money on energy and heating bills thanks to our home energy solutions audit. So it's very exciting that we can offer 300 free audits to the first 300 residents who sign up for them. And I also wanted to talk a tiny bit about what benchmarking is. So we, the town participates in the benchmarking of all of our buildings, and I helped to do that last summer, and now the town's taken over. And that is a really wonderful way for the town to be able to measure all the progress we're making. And so Mike's been wonderful at communicating how much progress we've made, and I really look forward to hearing how much progress we make in the future.
Well, I'd like to thank you for your help on that, Sarah. You were kind enough to work with Ashley in our office. And benchmarking is very important to us because everything should be measurable in terms of tangible outcomes, and that's one of the advantages of us benchmarking. So thank you, Kenny, for all your help on that. Now, before we turn it over to Brendan, I think we should give some recognition to some of our other task force members. Of course, we have Hugh Davis, and why don't you mention the rest of your task force?
Okay. Well, David Cooper and Caroline DeMont and
Georgianne White.
Georgianne White. And are we? Well, I'd like to give a shout out to Letty McFedrin, who did
Yes,
amazing amount of work.
She's retired from the
She's no longer on the group, but she's a big supporter. And again, please come join us.
Right. I just wanted to say,
Sure, Kenny, go ahead.
Really quick, some of the things we've done, because we really have done a lot. And there's several things I just wanted to mention that we've done over the years. The first thing we really got into was signing people up for the clean energy option, which I think is still around, although it's not a focus, and that's signing up on utility bill to have either 50 or 100% of your electrical use come from renewable sources. We've conducted a number of public forums on climate change, energy conservation, solar energy, and programs that benefit the business community, which could be a whole nother program at some point. And as Sarah said, we worked on benchmarking and helping develop the town municipal action plan. And then this has been alluded to a couple of times. Last year we had a major HES, that's Home Energy Solutions, energy auditing campaign, and we're going to talk about, Evan's going to talk about the upcoming one, but we were able to sign up over 500 residents, and we were able through that, because the companies that were doing that were making a $25 donation for each person who signed up, and we were able to give the Sarah Foundation over $12,000, which was really great. And then the newest thing is our Solarize campaign, which Brenda's going to talk about, which is really having a great deal through our vendor to be able to offer solar arrays on your home for a really good rate. And I think I said Brenda will be talking more about that.
So that's a good segue, Brendan, to you. And through the collaborative efforts of the Clean Energy Task Force, meeting with us in my office, and the recommendation to us to move forward with a municipal RFP, request for proposal, to help our residents in North Haven achieve the greatest savings that they can and the best possible price. And Sunlit Solar was the recipient of the RFP. So I'd like to turn it over to you and share with us, start if you would, with the Ridge Road School meeting we had. Over 100 people were there, and then take our residents through what they can expect and what they can look forward to.
Sure. Yeah, we had our kickoff meeting, what was that, the January 26th? And basically we talked about the program and what it takes to have a solar site assessment on your building. So again, I'm Brendan Smith from Sunlight Solar. We're the selected installer for this Solarize program. We've been watching the leaders of the Clean Energy Task Force and the town of North Haven in general for a long time now, and we're really excited to get involved in all of their efforts to not only reduce the energy consumption but also produce clean energy. So Sunlight Solar has been installing solar electric systems in Connecticut for a little over 10 years now. We're located down in the neighboring town of New Haven. So we got involved in the Solarize program, as they mentioned, through a competitive bid process. So we submitted a bid to serve the town of North Haven at a fixed rate, cost per watt for solar electric systems on residential homes. What that means is that you have one installer that you can turn to that's been pre-vetted by the leaders in your town, and you have an expectation of what you're going to be paying for a solar electric system. So you know up front that you're getting a good deal. So if you are interested in signing up for a site visit, you can either call us at our office 203-878-9123, or you can visit the solarizeCT.com website. The North Haven one is solarizeCT.com/North Haven, and you can sign up for a free site assessment. So the first step will be for us to contact you, look at your house from a satellite image, check if it looks like a viable site for solar. If it looks good, we'll schedule a time to come out and do a free on-site assessment. So we do a full assessment where we're not only looking at the possibility of doing solar, but we want to look at, we'll want to take a look in the attic space and look at the structure to ensure that it can carry a solar electric system. We'll look at your electrical system and make sure there's no upgrades that'll be needed, and come up with the method for connecting the system to your house. And then we'll climb up on your roof, measure your roof space, see how much space you have for solar. The three main things we're looking for are the pitch of your roof, the orientation, so how close to south it's facing, and the amount of shade that you have. So we have some special tools for measuring the amount of shade that you have. By far, the shade is the most important. So even if you have a nice south-facing roof, but you're covered in trees and you're not really interested in taking down trees, perhaps solar is not the right choice for you. But we see solar as just one of the pieces of the puzzle. There's a lot of things in your home that use energy, and part of this effort is looking at both energy efficiency, so reducing your energy use, and then once you've reduced your energy use as much as you can, replacing that energy use with a renewable source.
So, Brendan, if you could, can you repeat that phone number again if any residents are interested?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you want to call us directly, you can call us at 203-878-9123. And if you want to sign up for a site assessment online, you can go to solarizeCT.com/North Haven.
Kenny.
Can you speak a little bit about the financing of this, because it's kind of a special deal. I mean, that's the whole, and you're able to make that deal because of this campaign. But,
yep, absolutely. Yeah, so because we're able to work in a small geographic area, and we have so many town volunteers that are doing outreach and getting people motivated, we're offering this group rate discount. So depending on the system size, it's anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 discount on your system. And then also as part of this program, we're offering a zero down financing at varying terms, anywhere from 5 to 20-year term financing, so that you're able to go solar without any upfront costs. And similar to the large town system they were talking about, say on a 20-year loan with zero money down, you're essentially replacing your electric bill, so reducing your electric bill and then replacing that with a lower solar loan payment. So you're able to save money month to month, as well as not making any upfront payment.
Very good. So Evan, one of the very important pieces to what we're trying to accomplish here also, I referenced it earlier, where we had in the last 6 years 2 home energy audits, HES we call them. If you could share with us a little bit about what we're doing this time around.
Sure. Thanks for having me here today. Well, first of all, the Home Energy Solutions Program is a statewide initiative through the Energize Connecticut initiative to help customers reduce energy through this energy efficiency and weatherization program. The state, through its great efforts that you've done and that the task force has done in the town, has earned $30,000 of Bright Idea grants that they're going to be using to subsidize the $99 copay for the Home Energy Solutions assessment. During a Home Energy Solutions assessment, a certified professional comes to the customer's homes and they provide a comprehensive assessment or audit, as you were mentioning. And that also includes on-the-spot energy improvements like air sealing, which seals up the air leaks and the drafts in the home. That makes the home not only save the energy, but also more comfortable, as you mentioned. As well as duct sealing in the home if you have heating or central air conditioning to make sure those systems are working the way they're supposed to. They'll upgrade your lighting to energy efficient CFLs or LEDs, and those could save as much as 90% from a standard incandescent light bulb. And finally, they'll install low flow shower heads and aerators to help reduce your hot water consumption. And at the end of that visit, the certified professional will sit down with the homeowner and they'll go over the findings of the assessment. They'll go over what the projected savings are, which are great for the solar contractors to use to make sure they're sizing that system appropriately for the home. And they'll also make additional recommendations for upgrades and financing available through Energize Connecticut initiative to make those upgrades even more affordable for homeowners.
So we have, Kenny, go right ahead. We have 300.
Let's say this is great for people, this offer to have, and again, it's free, right? Because you're subsidizing the whole amount of the audit. But for people who are interested in solar but have not had the audit, this goes right along with it. So it's a good plan we have. So that's right.
Absolutely, and there's actually 2 benefits. Obviously, the savings from the home energy assessment, and as well as any additional energy opportunities that the customers take advantage of, are going to really help the solar contractor size that system appropriately. Right. And at the end of the visit, the certified professional is actually going to give the homeowner what we call our home energy report, which will project out their electric savings, which the contractor could then use to make sure they're sizing that system appropriately. Additionally, and maybe most important, is that it will also unlock certain incentives that are available for solar panels to make them even more affordable to go along with the financing that the homeowner could take advantage of that's available through the Connecticut Green Bank. And it's very easy to sign up as well. All customers have to do is call 877-WISE-USE or simply go to energizect.com and they could sign up over the phone or right online. They could get the energy assessment and then go to the solar contractor and size their system and start saving energy and money.
I think it's a great report for those of us that have had it done. I even refer to it occasionally, even though I had it done last year. And ladies and gentlemen, some of the things that the audit will do is they will actually give you some free wrappings for some of the hot copper tube pipings that are down in your furnace area, and there's some savings that can be achieved that way by wrapping pipes. They'll also give you a recommendation on what your insulation looks like, your central air conditioner, if that's part of what you have have in your home. It's a very nice audit that allows you options for consideration even moving forward in the future. So Kenny referenced it earlier. I'd like to just state once again that through the town's efforts in achieving energy efficiency, we have been the recipient of $30,000 as a result of grants and incentives that we've received. And we're going to be using that for the first 300 North Haven residents who are looking to have a home energy solution audit done. And it will be free of charge to those residents.
Absolutely. And just to make it easy for residents too, anyone who calls and has their home, or if they're a renter in North Haven and they go through this program, there's nothing specific that the residents have to do. You could simply call the Wise Use hotline at 877-WISE-USE or sign up on EnergizeConnecticut.com. And as long as you're a resident of North Haven, we'll be able to provide that subsidized copay by the town.
Kenny?
I just wanted, before you overlook this, one of our great partners, the town and the task force, has been the students in the Project Green group at the high school, led by Anthony Giordano over the last at least 10 years. They are responsible for a lot of the points that we received. We actually got enough points to put the first solar array on the high school. I didn't want to have us to leave that out. And they've also have kind of become a partner with Solarize Connecticut and with Sunlight. So the young people are really stepping out there. So.
And I didn't want
Sarah.
to forget the incentives both for the residents and for the town with signing up for solar.
That's right.
So,
yeah, so an additional incentive for the town is we're installing a free municipal system. I think what we're targeting is the North Haven High School.
right, we're going to put 3 more kilowatts.
Yep. So it starts with a 3 kilowatt system, and then as more people sign up in the town for solar, that system size will grow. And then in addition, we're offering for the at this point, I think it's the next 5 signups will get a Nest thermostat. So if you're not familiar with the Nest Learning Thermostat, you can actually find it on our website, the offer. You can look up Sunlight Solar Nest Thermostat.
And Nest is a company that makes these thermostats.
That's right.
That's what I
yeah.
learned. So.
Yeah. So they're a smart learning thermostat that
Right.
kind of saves you energy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate everyone's efforts here. This is a remarkable collaborative effort. We have about 3 minutes left, and I'd like to give everyone the opportunity to maybe offer some closing comments or statements. Kenny?
Well, I just wanted to kind of back on what Brendan just said, and so if you participate in Solarize Connecticut and you get the system, you're going to help yourself save money, but you're also going to benefit the town because of the fact that this company is going to add on to the town's solar capacity. So
Okay.
that's
Very
a good thing. So.
And
Sarah?
I would like to say that just as Mike has been leading by example for the whole town, that we as parents can lead by example by turning our thermostat down a little bit or putting in some more insulation and really modeling for our kids in the next generation who are going to be living in this world with its changing climate, that there are things we can do. You can get involved and just come join the task force and participate with the town.
Brendan?
Yeah, so again, we're just excited to be part of this program. Definitely give us a call if you just have questions or if you want to sign up for a free site assessment.
Evan?
Thanks again for having me here today. I think the Home Energy Solutions program, as we've all mentioned, and I've gone through it myself, is always a great value.
It's a great
and with the
value.
town subsidizing the first 300 residents, for free, it's an even better value, so it makes a lot of sense, and it complements the efforts of solar really well. Make sure you unlock those solar incentives and maximize the savings, the energy savings available to you in your home. So it's a great program, and I encourage residents in North Haven and outside of North Haven to take advantage of the program.
I want to make mention of 2 events we have coming up also. March 24th, we have a workshop session coming up. Kenny, you might want to just comment on that for a second.
This will be our second Solarize North Haven workshop. Brendan and his staff will be there, and we'll answer more questions about he gave a good overview, but more information at that.
Go into more depth.
Also, I know there was a lot of people that have been concerned about what buying versus leasing, and the questions about that. And for people who have those questions, they can be answered on March 24th. And we're going to
Energize Center.
at the no, that's going to be at the New Haven Library.
Sorry.
Okay. So on March 24th from 7 to 8:30 at the New Haven Library Community Room.
We have a graphic right there we've just put up.
It's on the
And I'd be very remiss if we didn't mention another wonderful event that we've been doing for a number of years here, and that's Earth Day on April 9th.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that is a wonderful effort put together by the individuals that we have. Hugh Davis has been instrumentally involved with that for many, many years. And it's a very exciting event. We have families come, we have presentations, we have many vendors who participate, and that's coming up, ladies and gentlemen, on April 9th. And you see the graphic right there, and that's at the North Haven High School.
And I'll be there with our department's House of Hazards, Environmental House of Hazards. So
that's right.
That's all other things.
So as we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, we've accomplished a lot here in North Haven, but there's still much more to accomplish. Our next initiative is to analyze the North Haven pool on Lindsley Street and Elm Street. That's the second largest energy user that we have in town, of the town buildings. And we're contemplating a couple of different options there to help continue to reduce our energy costs in town. And as we move forward, I can share with you that we are among the leaders in the state. And we will continue to be in the top 5, and our goal is to be the #1 municipality in the state of Connecticut in terms of energy efficiency and unique programs that we bring forward to the residents of North Haven for their home use and to help save valuable dollars on energy uses here in town. I'd like to thank my guest today. Thank you very much. It's a great collaborative effort. Thank you, Brendan, Evan, of course, Sarah and Kenny, and I look forward to continue to work with you with our Clean Energy Task Force.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks,
Ladies
Mike.
and gentlemen,
Thanks.
thank you very much for joining us.